for you? What do you think after 2 games?
It's been good. I think the first game I was really able to sit back, and I feel like it fueled me a little bit just to get out there and want to play super hard for this program. But it's been good. Just looking forward to continue to grow and get better individually and as a team. So.
Is your ankle 100% now? Back to where you want to be?
It's definitely still in the process of getting back to 100%. A little soreness and aches here and there, but nothing is going to stop me from playing.
Was it disappointing? You've been playing so well in practice, according to coach, and then you get the injury. You have to sit out the home opener. I mean, is it tough to do that? Have to do that, or?
It was definitely tough for sure. Obviously, I'm just blessed to be able to be in a situation where it wasn't something too serious. So I knew I'd be able to come back, but it was definitely upsetting for sure. But it was good to be able to sit back and see the guys, some of the guys out there for the first time, and just see how our team looks in front of the home crowd for the first time. So it was good to see that from a different perspective.
Jayden, what were the conversations like with Coach after last season about whether or not to go in the portal? I know he wanted you to stay, kind of told you were going to have an opportunity. What were those conversations like?
Basically just understanding that if I stick with it, trust these guys, understanding where they've put people in the past, development. Obviously, we know about the sophomore year jump for a lot of the guys in the past, Donovan, even Alex, Jordan Hawkins, stuff like that. So obviously, you never know to what degree, but I do know that if I stayed in this program, I would continue to get better every single day. So just knowing that, I knew that eventually I'd reach where I want to be. So.
Did you give any thought at all to leaving, or were you pretty much set on that?
I was pretty much set on staying, just knowing the guys going, the guys coming in. I would have an opportunity to play, and I also had, that fire in me just because, sitting and watching that the whole year, you want to be able to be a part of something as big as that. You don't want to go somewhere where the level drops, so you play more and stuff like that. So I wanted to be able to impact the game at such a high level like the guys in front of me did. So. It just lighted a fire on me just to push even harder this offseason to get better and be able to produce at the level I wanted to help this team.
Coach described you kind of last few weeks as a rocket ship. Do you feel like you're on a rocket ship when you're playing like that in practice? Do you notice it, or is it just?
I definitely do feel the improvement from last year. I also mentioned the other day just like confidence. I feel a lot more confident out there, knowing all the sets, knowing places to be, and on defense and stuff. But I think the biggest thing for me right now is just to continue to stay on that route, continue to get better every single day and see the process every single day throughout the season. So I'm excited to see what the rest of the season has in store for sure.
What ways have you gotten better from last year to this year?
I'm afraid that's Terrace on the saxophone. I don't know where he's doing that. But, I would say interesting. I would say just confidence in my shooting ability, just activeness overall, defensively. Obviously not there yet, not in the places I want to be at fully, but still continuing to get better with those. Feel more comfortable on ball, making some plays in certain situations. So I'd say stuff like that, just adapting more to the offense and seeing opportunities and reading some things better.
I can imagine as a freshman you get thrown into this program, it could be overwhelming. Is there a lot better feeling this year that you kind of understand what coach wants?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely last year coming in the summer, it was a lot just thrown at us, and we had a lot of returners too, so we were just kind of expected to see and follow, which it worked, but it's a lot of stuff, and obviously the stuff works, so why move away from it? But this year I feel like I definitely have a better grasp on what's understood and the things he's trying to teach and the reasons behind why he's teaching and just seeing that it works.
What was the toughest part of that adjustment for you just coming in as a freshman?
Definitely just the mental side, bringing 110% every single day in such an intense environment, and then just being able to learn on the fly was definitely a skill I needed to take up. Obviously we're still adding things this year. We're not the same team as last year, so we're going to change things around for sure. But I feel like I've been able to do that better this year as opposed to last year.
How difficult is it to play at the level of defense that he wants you guys to play at?
It's definitely difficult, but it's what's required because we're going to play so many different good teams this year. And obviously teams, we got a target on our back. So teams are going to come at us with 10 times more intensity than prior years. So it's what's required, but it's what's necessary to be successful this year.
Why do you guys think, generally when you play a team that you're kind of supposed to beat, you don't really let down too much? Why do you think you're able to not take anybody lightly and kind of attack?
I think it's all in the preparation. That's just kind of how we play. We play hard for 40 minutes every single day. It's something we like to emphasize. And then, over time, we just wear down the team. And we just continue to play the way we normally play. And eventually, that's where the separation begins. And then we just continue to play that way.
As coach says that you're a guy who's present, you're not like always looking at your phone, you establish eye contact, he feels like you're there when he's talking to you and coaching you. Have you always been like that? Is that something you made a concerted effort, let's say in high school, to not be one of those guys that's like distracted on the phone all the time?
Yeah, I guess. I find it kind of funny that you say that, or that's even a thing to talk about. I think that's just credit to my parents. It's nothing I've really ever even really took into consideration as like, it's just, how I was raised. Nothing crazy. Yeah, they both went to Rutgers.
Okay.
My mom played volleyball and my dad played football there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you went the basketball route? No.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
So you get your hops from mom?
I say that all the time. I've seen some highlights. She could really shoot too, so I think I got that from her as well. But yeah.
Was last year frustrating not being able to play, or did you realize you're intelligent enough to look forward and say, I'm going to get better?
I would say for anybody initially it's a little frustrating. I wouldn't even say frustrating, just like, after time you take the time, you step back and you realize, the situation you're in, the blessings that come with the situation you're in, you see the positives in it. And like I mentioned the other day, like, it's not like the coaches just forgot about me. They were still coaching me up every day. I'm still learning behind a bunch of great players. So being able to be a part of greatness and what we did, I feel like that in itself was amazing. But obviously, like I mentioned earlier, it definitely lit a bit of a fire in me to be able to put the work in during the summer and try and come in and just be a better player.